never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Hi guys, my name is Ben and today I show you top 7 Isekai anime with an overpowered main character. And yes guys, I know my English is so bad, but I hope you understand me. Now enjoy the show, let's go. Cautious hero. The hero is overpowered, but overly cautious. Goddess Restarte, for the world of Giabrand, has summoned a hero to save her world from evil forces. Seri Gujin, after being summoned to this new world, has become extremely cautious. Despite being powerful, even from an easy mission, he trains, purchases many potions, and uses his strongest skills to fight against a weak enemy. Called He Get More Cautions, Cautions hero anime is not everyone's cup of tea. It is straight up filled with a few plot holes, but if you are looking for some with overpowered Isekai main character, you are in for a treat. It is a good entertaining show with strategic comedy, and if you love Isekai anime series, don't hesitate to add this to your list. The Executioner and her way of life. When it comes to the Isekai genre, we have seen plenty of reborn stories where MC gets teleported to another world, but what about the current one setup in the world where the lost ones brings disaster and calamity? Wanderers come from another world to Japan to maintain world peace and are tasked to kill other worlders without any mercy. This duty falls to young Executioner Menu. She has pledged to kill other worlders before they truly manifest their power. However, things change when he met Akari, the lost one. She discovers that killing her world is impossible due to her mortality, and besides, she is more than happy to take alone. I find a few life lesson dialogue to be too big and boring. Maybe it's just me, but overall, the fresh new take is really an enjoyable watch. The Dungeon of Black Company. This series is said to be absolutely awesome, and we really recommend that you check it out. Take a completely different look at the traditional Isekai series, an MC that is quite unlike most that you've come across. Kenji Ninomiya is a full-blown NEET that has earned enough money through real estate and now live a stay-at-home penthouse lifestyle and never has to work another day in his life. But the story kicks off with Kenji being transported to a fantasy world and being forced to work for a horrible mining company, treated as a slave, and being forced to extract crystals out of a dungeon. Kenji misses his old lifestyle and is desperate to no longer be a slave and earn and rise up as fast as possible, looking to get that financial stability by any means necessary. He meets up with an interesting group of adventurers and forms the Black Company. Buffering Season 2, one of the most criminally underrated anime series. It's hard to understand why most anime communities overlook this modern classic in Isekai and fantasy storytelling. Before we presented some absolutely charming characters alongside its interesting core story with some brilliant arcs that had its hook from the very first episode. Kaido Hoji was brought in and started playing this brand new VR computer game with her friend. Afraid of taking damage, RMC just maxes out her defense abilities. Because of this, Kaido walks insanely slow and has no magical abilities at all, but her high defense lets her take most hits without taking any damage whatsoever. This led to an absolutely brilliant series in which our hero needs to use some creative thinking to get some crazy accomplishments in the game. Slowly but surely, Kaido becomes one of the strongest players around and can help but get caught up in some awesome adventures. Fun and lighthearted, but with an epic sense of adventure. We cannot wait for Season 2. There is still some time to catch up and get involved in the brilliant world of Bafuri. Spirit Chronicles, a fantastic Isekai action series whose first seasons showed up just how powerful and imaginative the source material is. We are quickly dragged into a world of death, the afterlife, and the supernatural in an interesting blend of genres with strong core mystery at its heart. The Spirit Chronicles constantly a second guessing ourselves in anticipation for what was next to come. We learn of Haruta Amakawa, a young man that day when looking to reunite with a childhood friend, then reincarnated into the body of a boy, living in the slums by the name of Rio. Rio has his own mission. Having witnessed the death of his mother, Rio wants to avenge her, but Haruta also occupies his body, and the two conflicting personalities are forced to get along with one another. Working together, both Rio and Haruta soon get dragged into an epic tale of kings and queens and kidnapped princesses, traveling across this awesome Isekai world and meeting a whole full cast of awesome characters along the way. Trapped in a dating sim, the world of automated games is tough for maps based on a light novel series by the same name. The story follows an office worker named Leon, who is reincarnated into a dating sim video game. Why am I getting a deja vu vibe? What about my next life as a villain's one? Well, we have a few changes this time. In this new world, women are considered to be the supreme ones, and only the most beautiful men can sit at the same table. But our Leon has some cheat codes. He remembers everything from his past life, including a complete game walkthrough. In fact, he used his knowledge to avoid unnecessary traps and find the best outcome out of any situation to fulfill his goal, which is living an easy life in the countryside. If you are waiting for the next seasons of my next life as a villain, how about trying this new side story in the meantime? Restaurant to Another World Season 2. This is an anime series quite unlike any other, with a focus on cooking across a fantasy world and some interesting its high rates. That's the way we get fleshed out. We learn of a high quality restaurant that is situated in a relatively sleepy part of Tokyo. During regular business hours, this restaurant serves many Japanese and Western cuisine, all of officially closed on the weekends. The doors secretly open on Saturday, but these aren't just normal doors, but rather magical doors to another world. A magical Isekai world filled with elves and dragons and other brilliant fantasy creatures that come in and enjoy all the exciting and exotic food that the restaurant serves up. After a while, we get used to the magical guests and regulars. As the series passes, we slowly learn more and more about its customers and the awesome Isekai world they come from. We see a relationship develop and friendship made a long-running anime series with its newest entry set to hit soon. A seriously underrated series that we cannot wait to get back and tune into. In a land of Leadale, we seriously cannot wait for the anime release of this series since its announcement in early 2021. The art style alone of this manga is truly something awesome. The few clips we were able to see in the trailer really got the anime community extremely hyped up for its January 2022 release. The anime will most likely borrow heavily from the light novel and will start following Kayana on life support after a horrible accident. Our hero is paralyzed. She cannot leave her bed force to spend her life out living in an ultra-realistic virtual reality game that is set in the land of the elite Dale. One day Kayana realizes that she is no longer just playing a video game but is transported and living in it, getting a second chance at life and living it out as an elf. It's a lot more easygoing and relaxed than most fantasy isekai. There are no real demon lore and world-changing events. New upcoming anime with calm and enjoyable, with a fun bunch of characters. We follow Kayana of her awesome adventure in the brilliant land of Leadale. The greatest demon lord is reborn as a typical nobody. Life is such a drag when you are the most powerful immortal being of an anime, right Saitama? One such being in the demon lord Warwatas, isolated by his own power and having been betrayed by his unjurious friends. Our MC decided to be reborn as a normal human. 10 years in future, after being reborn into the life of Art Meteor as an ordinary village child. Now RMC is ready to make new friends. But wait a sec, did I forget to mention that both RMC parents are no ordinary villagers? In fact, they are the most powerful wizards of their own time, which means RMC is an overpowered being once again, under the name Art. However, this time ladies are fawning over him, and her whole family is begging him to become the next king. Sounds too good to be true, right? That is why, my friend, this is a fantasy anime. You will love this one, so make sure to give this one a try. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please subscribe to my channel, and please guys see my other video. So, you have been with you. See you later.